Hey, my name is Madeline and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you 5 practical benefits of dressing modestly. Before we start though, I want to define what I mean when I say modestly. So modest clothing is clothing that is loose fitting, not see-through, covering almost the entire body, leaving pretty much only the neck, hands, feet, and face exposed. And if you want to know how I came to this conclusion, I will link my video about how Christian women should dress in public in the description. But modesty is really about protecting your beauty. Everything that we value in this life, we want to protect. And so we hide it, we put it in a case, we store it in a room or in a closet, and the most valuable things we lock in a safe. Only at the right time and with certain people are these valuables accessed. And as Christian women, this is what God has called us to do with our bodies, because He loves us, cares about us, and wants the best for us. He wants to protect us. And so with that being said, let's move on to the first benefit of dressing modestly. Dressing modestly protects your health. Wearing tight clothing, including skinny jeans, shapewear, and yoga pants, all can cause chafing, body acne, acid reflux, heartburn, yeast infections, nerve damage, poor blood circulation. It can cause cellulite and can also weaken our immune system. On the other hand, loose clothing enhances blood flow, helps to prevent from varicose veins, and supports the lymphatic system, which assists the immune system in removing toxins and waste, contributing to better overall health and reduced inflammation. Wearing modest clothing can also protect us from the harmful effects of the sun. According to the Skin Cancer Foundation, having just one blistering sunburn in childhood or adolescence more than doubles your chances of developing melanoma later in life, and 5 or more sunburns more than doubles your risk of developing potentially deadly melanoma. If you're watching this video right now, you're probably thinking, okay, well, what's the point of covering my skin now and protecting it from getting burnt since I've already had so many sunburns in my life? But no matter how many sunburns you've already had, it is never too late to start protecting your skin and start covering yourself, because the less that you expose your skin, the less chance you have of developing cancer. So not only does modest clothing help to protect us from getting sunburn and getting skin cancer, but it also helps to prevent from premature aging. Most women are most concerned about their face aging, but the rest of our body ages too, and tanning can really age your body. It is said that more than 80% of skin aging and wrinkles may come from UV rays. And so if we want to prevent from premature aging, it is very beneficial to us to cover our bodies and also obviously wear sunscreen. But the thing about clothing is that it is so much easier to protect your skin through your clothing than by wearing sunscreen, because when you wear sunscreen, you have to reapply it. It can just be a pain, especially if you're at the beach, just getting sand all over your body, rubbing sand on you. It can be painful. And so clothing is just a really convenient way to protect your skin. And if you're concerned about not getting enough vitamin D because the sun isn't all bad, it is a big source of vitamin D for us, which we need to stay healthy. But it's actually only recommended to be in the sun for a few minutes up to a couple hours, depending on how much skin you're exposing, what your skin tone is, what time of year it is, and also where you live. After that point, the sun can actually start to cause DNA damage in the deeper layers of your skin. The fairer you are, the more likely this is to happen. And so there are other ways that we can get enough vitamin D without damaging our skin, including supplements and just getting it from our diet. Our diet is a really big source of where we get our vitamins and minerals and everything that we need to be healthy. If you live somewhere where you can't get a lot of exposure to the sun, like I used to live in Washington State, and it is cloudy and rainy almost every single day of the year. If you live in a place like that, then you definitely are going to be having to take a supplement or getting your vitamin D from your diet. And so there are definitely still ways that you can get enough vitamin D without having to dress immodestly in public. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, so obviously talk to your doctor if you're concerned about this, or a medical professional. This is just the information that I have found from reading articles online, and I will have them linked in the description if you're interested in reading them as well. And so the last thing that I will say about this topic is that wearing clothing that covers your body actually protects you from the heat of the sun as well. It is commonly believed that the less clothing you wear in hot weather, the cooler you will be, but this is actually not true. Think about it like this. On a hot sunny day out on the beach, most people are sitting under some sort of shade, whether that's an umbrella or a tent, because it provides relief from the heat of the sun. And clothing does the same exact thing. Wearing full coverage clothing that is loose fitting is actually extremely cooling for your body, and the looseness of the clothing actually provides room for airflow, acting almost like a fan or an AC unit to cool your body off. This is a big reason why people in the Middle East and people who live in deserts will wear full coverage clothing so that they can be protected from the harmful effects of the sun, but also from the heat of the sun. The key to staying cool while wearing modest clothing in hot weather, it's really about the fabric. So you want breathable fabric like cotton and lighter colors, so white or other colors that are light, but black is gonna be the hottest color to wear in summer. So if you're somebody who gets hot really easily, you probably want to avoid wearing that color. But contrary to popular belief, wearing more clothing in hot weather is actually cooler for your body than wearing less clothing. Dressing modestly is comfortable. Loose clothing is so much more comfortable than wearing tight clothing because it gives your body room to breathe. It is not suffocating you. Loose clothing can almost feel as if you're wearing nothing without the shame and insecurity that comes with dressing immodestly. It's also more comfortable because when you are wearing modest clothing that fits you properly, you don't have to constantly readjust your clothing if your shirt is falling down or your shorts are riding up. You just don't have to worry about any of your body parts being exposed or having a clothing malfunction, which can all just be extremely uncomfortable and irritating. And so by dressing modestly, you're just freeing yourself from having to worry about this, and you're able to just enjoy the moment more and be more present. Not only is modest clothing more physically comfortable, but it is also more emotionally comfortable. It provides emotional security. When you are exposing parts of your body to other people, especially parts of your body that you don't want them to focus on, that honestly they don't even deserve to be seeing, there is a sense of shame and insecurity that often comes with it. There is a reason that when people are only paying attention to your body, it feels degrading. But when people look at you in the eyes, it shows respect. Your face is what humanizes you. Your eyes are the window to your soul. And when people look into them, they are saying, I see you. I see you as more than just a body. They are looking at you on a deeper level. And so by covering your body, you are drawing all of the attention to your face. And in doing so, you are commanding other people's respect. Moving on to my third point, dressing modestly helps with body contentment. Wearing modest clothing can really help you to become more comfortable with and accepting of your body. It can even help you to become more content with your skin color. You most likely will not be thinking about your body nearly as much or hyperfixating on every perceived flaw that you have because you are not constantly putting your body on display for others and even strangers to scrutinize or glorify. Which leads us into my next point. Dressing modestly protects you from other people's judgments. So not only does it help with self-criticism, but it also prevents other people from criticizing your body as well. I would rather be judged for my clothing any day than I would have people make insulting remarks about my body, especially if it's something that I'm struggling with or something that I can't change about myself. Our bodies are really nobody's business, except for our husband and medical professionals when necessary, and covering it keeps it that way. Dressing modestly sets a boundary for other people. It tells them that your body is not available to them, it's not available for entertainment, for use, and it's certainly not available for other people's opinions and judgments. Now for my fifth and final point, dressing modestly protects you from unwanted sexual attention. There is this common view in our society that dressing modestly is restrictive and oppressive, and that dressing immodestly is freeing, and that it's a form of woman's empowerment. But in reality, this is so far from the truth, and I will tell you why. As women, and I think just as humans in general, we want to be seen for who we are. We want to be valued, loved, and respected for who we are on the inside. Celebrities, influencers, social media, and Hollywood really do a great job of making us feel like we are going to be accepted and loved and respected by dressing immodestly and showing off our body. It can really make us feel like this is the key to getting what we want in life and being seen by other people. And it will attract a lot of attention, but it is going to attract a lot of negative attention. And when people only see you for your body, it can feel extremely lonely and depressing, and you can feel very helpless. There really is nothing more degrading than people just looking at you as an object. Dressing immodestly and attracts the type of attention that is objective and sexualizing and degrading. But as Christian women, we should want to please the Lord with what we are wearing. We should not dress to get sexual attention from men or to get admiration from other women. We dress to please the Lord, and covering our bodies not only brings honor to ourselves, but also brings honor to Him and points people to Him. When you start dressing modestly, you will find that men treat you with a lot more respect. You may still get hit on, but the way that men approach you will overall be very different and very respectful. There will be more men who are seriously interested in you and are intentional in their approach towards you. There will be less men trying to play games with you, use you, and take advantage of you. Of course, there will always be some exceptions, but overall you will find that men take you a lot more seriously. Covering our bodies really is for our honor. And so that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it was insightful and helpful to you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.